Ruby.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just, it was a lot harder telling Laura than I thought. If I'd been able to face them, I think that would have been much better.
Are they coming home?
Well, they wanted to, but I told them not to give up that trip.
And what?
And I'm selfish, Ruby. I'm still going through my own feelings, my own adjustments with Leslie's death. And if Luke and Laura came back now, I think it would make it a lot harder for me to bear. I've got to come to terms with it, and I don't know how much more I can take.
Well, I think I can understand that.
Besides, is there anything that they could do to help bring Lesley back? No. They've got their own sorrows. They're going to have to deal with that themselves. Luke should be helping Laura, not having to worry about me.
Look, I know they can't bring Lesley back, but there is the problem with Ginny and Mike and Blackie. I think they could be of great help.
Possibly they could, but they have their own lives to live. The time they're having together now, that's something that is long overdue. With everything they've been through, they're entitled to this trip. And every time we have a problem, can we go say, hey, come on back, we have a problem to deal with?
Well, I don't think this is just any problem.
No, it does seem like my whole world is disintegrated around me, doesn't it?
What are you going to do about it?
I mean, long-range plans, I'm going to pick up all the pieces, and I'm going to go ahead with life. That's just about all I can do, isn't it? Right now, I'm going to go see Rose. Then I'm going to see Blackie, maybe spending the night in jail. His attitude will have changed a little bit.
And if it hasn't?
I'm not going to give up. I don't want that kid going to prison.
May I have your attention, please? I think we can get started now. I have no intention of standing on ceremony this afternoon. This plaque says it all. Dr. Lesley Weber. She served humanity. We think Lesley would have appreciated the sentiment. As you all know, she founded and endowed the clinic at General Hospital and served it faithfully during the years she worked here. I can't think of any such facility having a greater champion. Lesley Weber practiced the healing arts with skill, dedication, and above all, compassion. I know there's an empty space where once she walked among us, but I like to believe that her spirit remains a part of General Hospital. I consider it an honor to have been a friend and colleague. I cherish her memory as I know you all do. But I just hope that we remember Lesley in the spirit in which she lived, joyfully, not with sadness.
Report to the 8th floor burn ward.
It was a lovely service.
Report to the 8th floor burn ward.
How'd you like it?
It was okay.
I thought Dan's remarks were very appropriate.
I think Lesley would have appreciated it.
If she was still here, we wouldn't have that ceremony.
Mike, this is one way that we can remember her by.
Not a very good one. I thought you liked her.
Mike, how I feel about her is really unimportant right now.
Well, you could at least try to be nice to her.
Got an idea. I just remembered something.
What?
Well, when I was going through this desk the other day, that's what I thought. Photo album. You could put all your pictures in here and you'd have room left over for more.
And I don't want it.
Mike, it's brand new. It's never been used.
I don't care.
I should have planned something, at least a ride, play catch, a movie maybe. It's idle time. I have too many opportunities to think.
Maybe that's what you need. That other stuff's just an excuse to avoid it.
Rose, what I think about are the times that Lesley and I were together. The things we used to do. Routine things. Shopping. Working in the the yard. By then, it seemed like there were so many things to do, too many.
Mm-hmm. And now you find yourself with too much time on your hands.
You know the story.
Mm-hmm. Sounds a lot like loneliness.
It's not so much loneliness. I mean, you can be with anybody. There are times you have to be alone. There were times I had to be alone, really just with myself. I think what I miss most is someone that, someone you can be with, that you can share things with.
I know.
The good times, the bad times, the fears, the dreams. Someone you are able to really communicate with, I mean, talk with.
You learn.
You learn what? To keep things to yourself so you don't have to share?
To rely on yourself for comfort. It's not as easy or satisfying, but it will keep you sane.
I don't know if I have your kind of strength.
Oh, I hope not.
What do you mean by that?
Well, when you start relying on yourself too much, you stop looking for someone else.
I haven't even started looking for somebody. I couldn't think about something like that, Rose. I couldn't.
You wait. Someday someone will come along, like Jake did with me. And you're gonna have to consider it.
Well, in the meantime, we have each other to talk to, right?
What are friends for?
You got it.
How about some more tea?
Rose, I gotta go, really. Okay, one more cup.
Okay. I thought I could convince you.
How was school today?
It was okay.
Just okay.
We were studying the Egyptians in social studies. You know, they're so weird, they walked sideways.
I think that's just the way they painted themselves.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Oh, no. It's a good question to ask in class tomorrow.
Well, it's too late, because tomorrow we're doing the Greeks. You know, I don't get it. It's Duckrick's day off. I mean, he's supposed to be home.
Well, I'm sure he'll be alone soon.
Last week he said we'd do something.
He's got an awful lot in his mind.
Well, doesn't he realize that he shouldn't forget me like this? I mean, it's like I'm not even his kid anymore. He gets mad at me all the time. He doesn't let me do things. He does bad things to my friends. I mean, I don't think he even likes me anymore.
That's quite enough, young man. The world does not revolve around one young Mike Weber. Rick has a great deal in his mind. The woman he loved, his wife, is gone. He lost her.
Well, I lost her, too.
We all did. But you're too young. It'll take many years before you understand just how much he lost. And in the meantime, I think you better start thinking about yourself so much and start thinking about him.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, I know, darling. Of course you did.
I love Doc Rick.
Well, then, honey, show him. And if he seems to be neglecting you, it's okay. Just let him. Give him some time. But most of all, show him how much you love him. That's what he really needs. Glad to see you. I was starting to get worried.
Ruby, I'm sorry. It's my fault. I should have called.
Hey, anything wrong?
Yeah, I guess so. It's crazy. I was down at Kelly's. I was just talking to Rose. And then I went for a long walk along the docks.
Well, it was a beautiful day for it.
Yeah, but I should have been here. I had told Mike that I'd be here, that we would do something today. I couldn't force myself to come back to this house. I couldn't.
Look, it's tough to come back to an empty house.
It's not empty. You're here. Mike's here.
You needed time to yourself.
Yeah, I probably did. It's just,
You-
scary.
You needed it. You took it. Great. Nobody here's going to blame you.
Mike will. I promised him that we would do something.
Well, Mike's in his room with the door closed and a do not disturb sign on it.
You all right?
Oh, I think so. I think he's just doing a little real thinking.
About what?
Well, like you took your walk along the dock, I think he's taking his.
Ruby, I have a very distinct impression that you know more than you're saying.
He'll come out when he's ready. Trust me.
When have I think I'll change. Maybe you would like to go out and have dinner out tonight.
I think he'd just love that.
I'll go ask him. Hi, Mike. I didn't hear you walk up.
What you reading?
A not very good novel.
Is it okay if we take time out for a couple minutes?
Of course it is. What is it?
Well, someone made for you.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what I was doing up in my room this afternoon.
Well, you didn't have to make anything for me. That's nice, thank you.
Well, I wanted to make it for you.
Oh, you changed your mind about the baseball pictures.
Well, not exactly. Look at it.
Okay. It's family stuff.
I went all over the house looking for as many pictures as I could find, to put them in the album. I found a whole bunch of you and Mom Lesley on the bookshelf. I guess she never got around to putting them in an album.
I don't know what to say.
There are only a few Corky. No one really takes his picture much.
Well, I hope there's a lot of you in here.
A couple you took when I was playing football with Blackie. You take good pictures, Doc, right? You should take more.
Mike, you did a very good job on this book. This is terrific.
Well, whenever you're feeling down or something, just look at this.
Thank you.
Look at the last page.
The last picture.
Yeah.
I remember when that was taken.
Yeah, Mom Lesley took it.
Yeah, she said it was her two men.
I've been a real jerk lately, Doc Rick. I'm sorry.
No, you haven't. Mike, I'm the one who's been a jerk.
Doc Rick,
Yeah, what?
I love you.
Hey, let's look at this thing.
Okay.
There's a lot of good pictures in there. And I didn't shoot all of them.